Hi, everybody, and welcome to So What You Hear. I'm Jay.
I'm Craig.
Tiff.
And for once in a while, we are all here together.
Yes, we are. Let's go. I missed you guys.
Yeah. It's nice having that extra person. After a while, when it's just two of you, you sound like you're just kind of giving the same things. Y'all start like agreeing with each other and nodding. Like, those are words.
I mean, like, hold on. No, I don't agree with that. Like,
yeah, like, I just watched it back. I realized, no, that's not what I was saying.
But I was saying. Okay.
But I think today we're just going to go over, we're getting through about that midway point in the season. I think we start looking at the way that the divisions are going to shake out.
Okay.
Seeing what our thoughts on each one is.
Burrow done for the year.
Starting in the AFC North. That one is crazy.
I don't know. Do y'all think? Do you think the Bengals even can do anything without him?
I mean, their coaches are saying to the media that they think that this kid Downing can be as effective in the offense, but I mean, I feel like that's kind of like what you have to say. So, yeah.
I mean,
the problem is if they were ahead of Baltimore,
then yeah, and
I'm like, I think they can maintain, but they can't have a flaw.
Yeah, they're at the bottom of the division, so
I just don't see them not slipping up once with a kid that's never played.
That's true.
Because they will have to win every game, so he has. Yeah, like this is gonna be like the fine of all fines. If they pull this through, this is like one historical. It's a history book thing.
I mean, Cleveland is playing well.
Yeah,
even now
Deshaun being out, but they're making it work.
Yeah.
So
run game and stout defense.
Yeah.
With some passes here and there, but yeah. I mean, but do you think the Ravens really going to hold on?
I think it depends on Cleveland. I mean, it really does. Like, if they keep playing like they're playing, I could see them taking it from Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore's playing really well too. So I mean, on some fronts, they still have to stumble. Baltimore plays division rival very soon. We did.
I forgot that. That's my fault. Show right now.
The Baltimore Ravens play the Chargers.
Oh, they got that. So
they got to play the Jags. They got to play the Niners coming up. They play the Dolphins coming up. And the last game is against the Steelers.
Well, they got the Chargers, so you got the Jags. You can beat the Steelers. These are their two toughest ones.
Jags, Niners, and Dolphins is going to be a task. And the Rams, it depends on which Rams team shows up.
They got the Rams.
I don't think the Rams' offense is put enough against that defense.
Oh, they have the Rams. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see, though. We'll see.
I think Rams going to beat Seattle.
We'll see.
Yeah,
and, looking to the future, because, I mean, I just don't see them doing it there, and I still think they need things.
Mm-hmm.
But all the chanting across the country, they've finally chosen to go America. They got rid of Canada.
Yeah. We talked about it a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
Canada need to go.
Yeah. Like South Park.
Blame Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hearing now that he's fired, you've got players that are like, we had to stay quiet, but like
he was the worst.
Everybody I've talked to has been like, he's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, then,
like, he didn't like to talk to people. He didn't communicate. He was kind of reclusive.
Well,
and like
that's one thing you can't be offensive coordinator.
Especially offensive coordinator.
Yeah, you got to be out. You got to be out there. You got to be very
like the Raiders. You can see like the weight being lifted.
It depends on
the crazy thing is, if the coordinator's that bad, I have to give Mike Tomlin credit with that defense.
Yeah.
Because even if I still think he needs to go personally because he waited too long to keep Canada.
You think Tomlin needs to go?
I think the reason why I think, like we talked about earlier, we talked about episodes ago, we talked about not living up to this Steelers standard. I think even if he misses the playoffs this year, I'll be shocked. But I think he needs to start for a new thing. If you got a new offensive coordinator,
is this a ploy for the Titans to get a new coach?
No. I'm not even thinking that. I say Braves gets one more year because he has a new quarterback and has his first time having his quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna honestly I'm just talking about straight up AFC North, shake it up. Why not? If you're gonna have a new offensive coordinator come next year, and you give it, and I also keep
defense is still so good. You know that's Tomlin.
I know.
And he still get winning season. Whether it's not a great winning season, but it's a winning season.
I know the Steelers' way. I know they're going to probably keep him, but I think it's time. But mark my words, we'll see.
Yeah.
Right, we'll see.
Look at the camera real quick.
But like I was saying, like also after we finished that, we talked about going to AFC West. The Raiders still need work, but they're competing.
I think I see something healthy. I think they seem like they have things that'll work, and I think with a better coach,
in the beginning it looked like they were Hagen.
Yeah, I think that offensive line is just not quite good enough to do. And then I'm sorry, I don't think this kid ain't no Kyle. I think they need a quarterback.
Yeah.
And I mean, reports are that when they got rid of Derek Carr, that was when the team kind of like, hey, screw this guy. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because Garoppolo's out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying. Like I said, trying to make sure he stays healthy. They get him out of there.
Mm-hmm.
It's over for Jimmy G.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
But speaking of still having jobs, how does Brandon Staley
have a job? How? How do you lose to this Packers team? How do you lose to the Packers? You are supposed to be a Super Bowl contender. And they lost to Jordan Love. Are you for real?
They're not winning the games they won last season. These close games, they're able to score at the end.
They're not winning anything.
Yeah, I know.
And then he's double down like, the defensive. Like, yeah, that's the problem.
Hey, everything you're doing sucks. Are you going to try something out? I'm going to do what I've done because it's what I do.
He's like, if you ask me tomorrow, the day after that,
the same thing. Like,
that's just
that's how you. Don't get back there next year.
It's the definition of insane when you keep doing the same thing and expecting
a different result.
Like,
That's
insanity. That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's not a.
That was actually uttered by an actual
coach. We go back and look at some things. We always like to work on stuff. We always like to improve.
I think I'm going to keep control of the calling, but I'm going to definitely go over it, talk to some of the guys on the defense.
Yeah, like.
I'm letting you know right now. If he has a job. In the next 2 weeks.
I'm putting in an application for the NFL because apparently you can't get fired.
At least with the Chargers. You know
they
what?
Are not
you know what? Maybe he's trying to get fired. At least expensive.
I'm sorry. If you look at playoff performance, Phillip Rivers tried to get fired for what, 20 years?
I'm sorry, Phillip.
He's had the baby, right?
Yeah, number 10.
Number 20. The man got 405 kids. He's trying to zone the NFL.
He said Abraham. Anyway, I think we got off topic.
But so that team. It's all. I mean, you have some of the most talented athletes in the league. Derwin James powerbomb Travis Kelce. Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, nothing.
That's true. You have
Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler.
They lost Mike Williams, but it was that.
Parham's been productive. Like no. Dicker the kicker. Like their kicker's good.
I have the fantasy too. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Chargers let me down. Chargers let me down.
Yeah,
No, they don't let me down. They do what they always do. They charge it up. Like, this is what they do.
Yeah, they charge her.
And even if they have a good season, they're going to
charge the credit and fail to pay the fucking bill.
That's what they do.
They do. I'm sorry. Like, I don't even, it's not even over until it's over because they're going to fuck it up. They're going to, excuse me.
They're going to fight back in this division because this division, technically, of what we've been seeing, it's kind of still wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Kansas City took it out.
Yeah, they did. I did not call it, and he was like, Kansas City is the favorite, and I'm like, I don't know, this Philly team.
No matter how bad they play, somehow they still managed to win.
And they did. I knew it.
Like, must have a lucky Eagles talent. Like, they got to have some type of Eagle talisman or something because whatever they're it's like, oh, they're going to lose. They're choking. Like, Jalen Hurts going to miserable in that game.
And then boom, touchdown.
You're like,
oh,
they're in the lead, and then Mahomes couldn't put the ball in their hands.
Like, it was crazy.
Can't catch.
It was crazy.
What was Valdez-Scantling doing? He had the game. Had the baby in the cradle. And then it just falls and eats grass. I'm like, no wonder the Packers let you go.
It was raining, but yeah, like it was.
He was wearing gloves.
And Kelsey, I think he needed to focus. I feel like your girl messed him up. Okay.
That's what happens when you flying in the whole
He's my fantasy titan. Now I'm tight end.
He is a fantasy. No, he is a fantasy titan, and we need that back.
And I'm seeing the difference.
We need like battling Swift, titan, not like locked up.
Our fans might not like it, but I need him to focus. Like you need too much distraction.
Get a superstar in the off season.
Like.
Yeah, I mean,
I need focus. Go find you a nice little country girl somewhere. Like keep your.
Denver's been rolling some wins together, and you know who I thought about the most. You know who I thought? Yeah, when he said to me,
our boy Denver definitely. I think we can win the division. We're like,
what?
We thought he was crazy.
We made all kinds of fun of him.
Nuts.
Oh my goodness.
All kinds of fun of the idea that Denver was going to be.
If anybody can do it, Sean Payton can do it. I want it. You know, I want Sean Payton bad. I wanted him. He belongs in Texas. It's weird.
That defense is disgusting.
And then he got rushed. The only thing is that O-line is atrocious.
It is, but they started to look.
They're clicking. He's getting that ball to the ball to the receivers. And then even Javonte Williams and McLaughlin, the other running back, they're running the ball fine. Like it's working.
It might not be like pretty. It's not pretty, but it's getting done. It's
very old school.
Yeah.
I think they got to get back to the fundamentals. And I think that's what it was.
And they were getting in their head
because ever since that Dolphin Trump beating, they came together. They also came together as a team.
We're not doing this again ever.
Yeah.
Well, I think sometimes you get the last year Jerry Jeudy, you're like, well, I was doing good, so it has to be this guy. But now you're going into another year, you're getting drops, and you've got other receivers doing drops, and you've got dudes running wrong routes, and then you've got people getting penalties, and now you got to get into the point of so we all suck. Oh, okay, so we're either going to keep sucking or we're going to pull together and win. And I think we're seeing I got to put this aside. And
they're starting, like I said, it's 4 in a row, and I think that's so. I didn't say shit right there.
And what's Denver's 5-5?
Yes, they're 5-5.
Kansas City's what?
7-3.
7-3.
Yes, I'm in the wrong place. Shut up. Right here. Yes.
Shut up.
Yes, they're 7-3. I apologize.
Who's 5 and 6? The Raiders.
The Raiders
are 5 and 6. So that means the Broncos
but after
are over
that
the
trouncing by
because they have less losses. They should be next.
See,
and the Broncos have a win on Kansas City.
Yeah, and also that division is close.
Yeah,
I mean,
not for the Chargers, but for everybody else.
But then actually,
you think the Chargers are 4 and 6.
No, when you think about most divisions in the AFC this year, they're really tight. That's what the race is very tight in the AFC. That's what. So it's not no one running away with anything really.
No.
And then we got to talk about my good old division,
the AFC South. Honestly, I think everybody needs to be happy that even if this year isn't going your way, I think every team in that division has young talent, quarterback, and other places that in the future that's going to be a nice division. I mean, C.J. Stroud, obviously. Trevor Lawrence is only on his 3rd year. Richardson, when he comes back, should be pretty good. And Will Levis looks like a dog. Y'all just need to add some stuff.
We already knew. I told you guys, like I said. I mean, we got little Band-Aids here and there. Yeah. We're not.
Y'all had no money in this offseason. And next year, you have more money than everybody. Yeah, I thought that trade was
honestly, he comes as a free agent this year. He comes as a free agent this year. He gets to sign wherever he wants after this year. So it ain't over.
But they have a lot of money.
So
he might get paid. You think he'll get paid?
I don't know. Well, I could see him getting paid because Will Levis is on a rookie contract.
Yeah, but Tajay Spears looks nice. They can go out and get something else.
Spears?
he might not be getting a lot of points, but when he does in the field, it translates.
Their problem is they need more offensive line help, and they need because even Derrick Henry, like he has to do serious stuff when he breaks his runs. He's getting hit a yard behind the line every play.
And also, he's running free. He only has like 10, 11 rushes in the game.
She'll have no line.
Yeah, I know. And
that's really what it is.
And so it's just
linemen, like nice ones.
Yeah, I know.
Because I think your defense is good enough if your offense could hold on to the ball more.
Yeah, we got
which you have been holding a little more since you got Will Levis.
So
you got to put points too.
But I think this is the Jags or Texas division.
Yeah.
The
Texas. Yeah. I thought they was about to lose last week. I thought it was coming, and then they would never stop. They were just like
CJ. Did you see that throw CJ Stroud made the tank down when he dove back?
Yeah.
Dove back in the end zone. I was like, he put that the only place he could. I was just like, he is so accurate.
I mean, he threw
a lot of.
He threw some picks, but you know what? That's supposed to happen as a rookie.
It happens.
He's still thrown less picks than stars.
I think because the last week is 6 altogether.
Yeah.
But even so,
5. It might be 5.
I think it's 5. I think it was 3.
Yeah. Even so, he did enough to make sure they won that game. And that defense was playing.
They look good. And the Jags.
I don't know. The Jags are so up and down.
Yeah.
It's weird because I feel like they don't have it. Their identity is weird. One week it's ETN feeding them, hitting them out the backfield, and then you're like, I gotta get Trevor Lawrence feeding Calvin Ridley. I gotta get a feed Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, here's a little bit of Christian Kirk and Evan Ingram, and it's like, but
why can't y'all put that together?
And y'all do it against they got blown out against San Fran, not going with these treatment. But when they run the ball, they're killing teams.
Yeah.
Killing teams. So it could be.
I think the Texans could come back and take over, but I don't know. I got to see the Jags be more.
Remember last year, Jacksonville at the end of the season, and they ran it all the way to win the division. They were in.
And then they had that massive comeback, and they beat the Chargers, and then they got stopped.
No, they choked. They had Kansas City in a week. They had a weak Mahomes, and they didn't know what to do.
That's true.
They didn't know what to do.
They
should have beat them. That was a young, inexperienced team.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say the Jags probably still will pull this out, but I think the Texans are gonna make them sweat.
Well, you think? I think the Texans are gonna be there anyway. They definitely will get a wild card.
Yeah. Yeah, depending on the way he's playing, I think they'll probably be 6 or 7 seed.
They'll be there regardless.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. And
the Colts.
The Colts, we just gotta wait for. Well, I mean, Richardson's out. They need stuff. They need help. I think moving forward, they can be pretty good.
Yeah.
But bright future. They got some ups, but it's gonna be a next year thing.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah. But moving over to the AFC East. Let's be real, guys. I don't care whether Aaron Rodgers comes back, unless he's coming back next week.
You think it's too late?
I think it's too late. I don't think they can get enough wins. Tim Boyle. You think Tim Boyle is about to beat the Dolphins?
I think he threw 2 picks at the end, right?
Yeah. So and I get it. You
guys you don't want him to score, but you don't want to help them score either.
Let's see what we can practice.
Yeah, because at least for Wilson, he wasn't scoring, but he was adding to the scores.
Like you said, Tim Boyle's coming out there off of all right, let's see what I can do. Whereas now he's going to come off of
I feel like as bad as Wilson, he should have been preparing anyway.
I feel like he was running with the ones a little bit, but where that get in that game is different, man.
Yeah, so
he getting it against Buffalo when they're already beating your ass.
That's true, and that's the only time. Yeah, once Buffalo get.
And they were in Buffalo, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no hostile environment. Fuck no. He goes no way he's gonna come in and do good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking forward, y'all keep moving forward, But yeah. I think the real question in the AFC East, because like I said, obviously Pats no. Jets, I just don't think they're going to get it together. So we've seen great play from the Bills. We've seen great play from the Dolphins. But we've seen trash too. We have from both of them.
Especially the Bills.
Especially the Bills. And so now it comes down to Which one do you think is going to be able to put their good football together more coming into the last part of the season, going into the playoffs?
I'm going to say
I think the
Dolphins. I think we have the Dolphins. Were they in the playoffs last year? No, they missed it, but they had a good record.
Yeah. No, they did go. Remember, who came in for Tua? Because Tua got hurt. That guy came in and played Buffalo.
But Teddy got hurt again?
He almost beat Buffalo. Teddy got hurt, and then another guy came in the playoffs, and they really almost beat Buffalo.
You're right. I can see. So, well, then, yeah, no. If this is a team with experience, Mike Daniels in the playoffs, he's been there before. I'm gonna say the Dolphins finished strong, and they just by the way, their Hard Knocks, the episode 1 came on.
Oh yeah.
I did not know. I did not know the Dolphins were in the end season Hard Knocks.
I had heard, but they stopped talking about it as quickly as they reported it.
Yeah, so the Dolphins are the end season Hard Knocks. So it's gonna be. We'll see. You know how I feel about them Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks always does it right, so make you root for them eventually.
The Bills have been losing to bad teams too. They're not even losing to good teams. They're losing to like not very awful teams. So you never. I'm sorry. I think they look worse. Yeah, they beat Miami, but they look worse. And then if you can get them behind, they're going to lose. That comeback really isn't there. They just put.
When you're forced to put the ball in Josh Allen's hands to come back, his
mistakes are bad. He's going to throw a pick. I mean, I think that one game Romo was commentating. He was like, "Okay, you need to calm down," because he's like, you see it happening before it happens. He lets go of the ball, pick. And before it's still selling pick. There's no one else there, and sure enough.
Don't throw. That's going to get jumped. Yep. And he just stepped right in front of it and took the ball.
Pick 6!
And that's the other thing. It's a lot of,
So
they get a lot of big returns. And
that's what I'm saying.
When he throws a pick,
they count.
They get points from him.
Yeah.
They count. Even if it's just 3, it's something.
So
I'm sorry. I think Miami looks much better as a team than Buffalo.
Yeah.
I do.
So we all in agreement.
I think I got to give you that.
Across the board, okay.
But we'll see. That's the thing about the playoffs. You never know. Because that's another team I'm sure that's going to be on the wild. If they keep going. Well, what?
Because they're not making the playoffs.
They're not even next to the playoffs. They're not even.
They can't even.
They don't even know what a playoff is.
No, they need it.
Conversation
fairy
is
godmother.
Pats ain't going to have Bill Belichick next year.
That's why I'm here.
We know he is gone. Y'all can tell by the we could tell by the owners of the Crafts are here. Look how they talk about it.
He already signed an extension, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but that was the beginning of the season. I don't think they thought this was going to go crappy like this.
Oh, if that's the case, if he goes elsewhere, they got to pick up that contract. Because remember how they own the rights, unless they fire him.
Well,
because if Kraft's smart, they'll use him as a total. They'll do what Bill does to everybody.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it like that, too. It's a business.
Who do you think New England goes for?
Oh, talk about clean house, new young blood. Somebody who ain't been there. It's time to start it over.
I've heard that I think it's Rod Mayo. Maybe he might be getting bumped up the line.
I'm sorry.
The ex-Pat guy? Oh, and the head coach?
He's isn't he the defensive coordinator?
They've had people that come from Bill Belichick don't really do well by themselves.
That is very true.
Well, his players, the only player, Mike Vrabel's the only one who's played the took. So he's the only one who's done well. Everybody who's been actually on his staff.
Yeah.
Ooh, but he's on the staff.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I stick to what I said. New young blood.
Yeah,
yeah. Hoax.
Even if you gotta go to college and read something like
Nick Saban.
I'm telling you right now, I think Jim's coming back.
No, he's not.
I think Jim's coming back.
Oh, you think they gonna get him from Michigan?
He likes.
He has no problem cheating.
So I think he's fed up. If I was Jim, I'd be fed up, bro. They are. Not to get off topic, it's just witch hunting. And that's what I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking out the box, if we're talking new fresh meat, somebody who's been proven in the NFL's work before. But you're right, he might not. It's hard to. He loves Michigan, so it's hard for him to come off that where he's at. But I don't know who else could come in, but it has to be somebody new. Remember, also, we got we have some new coaches right now, like even Arizona's coach, Gannon came from the Eagles. He was the offensive coordinator. They aren't horrible, but he's doing something looking okay. You think about Houston, brand new head coach. It came from Shanahan. Like we got to give the new people some chances.
And now you're just sitting there.
Like, so, let's be real. I mean, there's some young, great offensive minds, and there's probably some great young defensive minds we need to get out there. Shoot, real talk, Ken Dorsey could be something. It's not his fault his offense didn't work in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I don't know about I'll do that.
I'm just look. You never know. He could be angry. You know,
it can't be. Josh Allen choking ain't the coach's fault.
Well, I said that last week.
So I mean, there's I don't know, but I think it needs to all new reign.
It'll be interesting, but the rumor has it that he's going to Washington.
And, so we'll transfer over to the NFC East on that.
They don't need that.
They like washed up.
You know
they
what?
had Gibbs come out of retirement.
You know what happened? This all started when they brought Vince Lombardi. Remember, he went from the Packers to the Redskins and he died.
Okay, you would keep going.
I mean, but Gibbs has had success since then.
Yeah,
Gibbs did have success, but then he came back. Then
they brought him back. He looked like he was about to do it again.
Yeah, but then it just
embarrassed him. He told you.
You caught fire once. You caught fire in the pan once. Now, he would have took him back to the Super Bowl or something when he came in that second time. I'd have been like, I don't know what to say.
No.
Y'all
scared me.
RG scared me. Do you not realize that team, that RG team, had every good coach?
Oh, by Shanahan, that's true. Yeah,
Shanahan, McVay.
Oh yeah,
I think Mike McDaniels was on that team.
Yeah, they all were on. That's true. Yeah. That's true. But they were all different. They were all like lower level. But
they were lower level, but
that just goes to show
you've got head coaches at every position. Yeah. They should have been able to win.
The thing is, that's crazy. Is the knowledge that was on that staff.
I remember that year.
But I mean, I don't think it's going to work there. I think they need to, with brand new owners, go out there and get something new.
You think they should get young?
Yeah, I think
you just be young coaches. I'm
honestly just ready. Look, I'm ready for some new. Honestly, I don't like the way the new players are. I'm hoping these younger guys can reach them.
The younger guys don't have. I'm sorry, they also need to instill discipline as much as Belichick is going to make them disciplined. If he doesn't do anything else,
I'm sorry. I don't even know what I'm thinking.
They need discipline. They need discipline. They need somebody.
Their offense is doing wonders they have done in years. Go ahead and just give Bieniemy the head coach position. Let's just see what he can do.
Yeah.
I mean,
look. You can claim he's mean.
That's what they need, right?
What they need. Well, Belichick's mean, so.
So that's what they need. They need somebody, and that's you don't. And look, Sam Houseman, they may not have been winning, but they've been moving the ball.
Well, they want to look for a quarterback too.
Yeah.
We talking about Redskins. I'm still on. I went back to New York.
We're talking about the Commanders.
They are the Commanders, pending new name coming up in the next couple years because they're not keeping it. So, can you believe we're going to go? They're going to have 4 different names within a decade? How horrible is this franchise? I'm just messing up.
I need to go back to the football team. That was their best name.
It's like, it sounds like Regal. Like it's something like
the Washington football.
Because it makes you just think like, damn, they've been around since 1960 something.
Lord Baltimore.
It just sounds old. You're like, well, they've been nuts. They must be good. That's not true. But
have they had a list of any of the names they're thinking about? Because they're not.
No, they're not going to say. They're not going to tell us. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
Washington needs let's be real. They need they need some plastic surgery, a facelift, all that. So whatever happens here,
collars up.
So you think how?
Because we also
how?
I'm not gonna lie. It's his first year. He's not a rookie, but it's a first year. Like, can we give the guy a chance?
I mean,
in a team that's functional.
Sometimes they look good. Sometimes they don't.
I'm not gonna lie. They have pieces that work.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes they actually like it can be scary. When they're on, they're on.
Yeah.
But when it's
let's be real. They're in every game. They're in
we are absolute trash, and we waxed them.
What's
Philly barely beat them twice.
Yeah, because they were still in it. It was close, but y'all just kept stopping
They
them.
went. Yeah, if
They
the
couldn't
Giants
score.
had scored earlier, it'd been over anyway. Like the Giants couldn't score, but Philly barely beat them twice.
Exactly. They took Philly to the brink every time.
And then they got embarrassed at the week before Philly or whatever.
Yeah, they
31-19.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all didn't score, I think, until a little bit later. Y'all started scoring because maybe y'all having problem scoring.
But
y'all started getting 3 at first, right?
Whatever. Even so, I mean, realistically, they're down what? They're down 12 points.
They got spanked. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I did. I don't think I did.
Saquon
was running all over.
Every time
he wasn't running. He couldn't run for shit. He was passing on
the balls kept going.
He ended up with almost 100 yards rushing.
How many interceptions I got? How many?
Oh yeah, I should have started defense against you in fantasy. I was so hurt.
Had what, like 4 or 5 sacks?
Dog, y'all had 10.5 sacks together as a team.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't use the Giants defense?
No.
Oh.
Because I forgot I had them from the bye week and I didn't play them because I was like, why didn't I play them? They were playing the Commanders.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
well, I thought I was gonna get more. I was thinking like Dallas and the Panthers.
Dallas was definitely
the Dallas defense, but like I thought, who would I switch? I thought like they were going to, but they didn't score a lot. Like Dak didn't get much.
No. It wasn't a lot of points.
They all kind of got points. Cause I beat you this week. Yeah,
that's why. So like that, it's fine. This season's this season's a wash for me. I'm 3-8.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
go ahead. I'm starting to do it.
You're going up.
I'm
happy for you. You're in a roll. Your team turned. I noticed. I was like, oh shit, Tiffany's team flipped. Yeah, Tiffany's team is flipped. She's in the middle. She's in her.
But like the better everyone else gets, Kelsey gets worse.
But Kittle's getting nice.
That's what. Yeah.
But Kittle's getting nice.
He tricks me because whenever I don't have him on my.
But everybody's back.
On my bench.
Everybody's back. He's been getting, and actually, Birdie's been feeding him a lot more.
Yeah, he has been. Like,
so
it's Kittle. Like, what is? I'm sorry, we
got distracted.
I'm sorry.
So where would we be? We would be
Dallas.
Oh yeah, Jesus, we're not even done the NFC East.
No, because the Giants is done. But that was a good win. I enjoyed that.
Y'all messed up y'all draft stuff.
Not really. We're still like second.
No, y'all.
Carolina's going to get it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on away, baby.
Carolina has
look out. We coming.
Carolina has 1 win.
Yeah, but I mean he's number 2.
Yeah, but that's not. Carolina's not using that. Not going to get that draft pick.
That's a Bear pick, isn't it?
Bears get that draft pick.
They need that too. They need him more than
you. Marvin Harrison Jr.
They're going to take Marvin Harrison Jr. That's what they're going to do. They're going to draft Marvin Harrison Jr.
Do they have? Oh, they have Fields.
Number 2, we're going to draft Caleb Williams. And
that's if it's coming out.
I'm sorry, time out. You know the Giants aren't going to do anything you want them to do.
Yeah.
Nah, they got to.
They're not going to do anything he wants to do. They have
never.
You're
going to draft a fucking lineman. Number 2, you're going to draft a lineman at number 2. They're going to draft a lineman at number 2.
They need a lineman though.
What's it called? What's that kid's name? Spencer Rattler. That's who they're going to get. Oh, exactly.
Nice clean cut boy?
No.
That's who they want.
Mediocre.
When you see Spencer Rattler, you'll know what I see.
His good games are really good, but
they like him.
You don't think you'll get Mike Penix?
I wish.
Isn't he coming out? Oh, he's not coming out, is he?
I don't know.
Oh, he's coming out.
They'll get to that soon. I would love Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, but no, I think Philly's been, like we talked about a little bit earlier, Philly's just been pulling them together. I told you,
Philly
lucky Eagle talisman.
A fucking rabbit's foot
yeah. But I think they can lose 2 of these next 4 games they play, and I think Dallas about to get in that role they get in towards the end of the season. You're going to start just rolling off wins, going to your playoff push, and I think if they're not careful, you can take the division from them.
I can see it very much.
You think it's a joke, but I see the way y'all been playing and the way.
Well, we can't beat anybody good.
Well, guess what?
Yeah, we beat up all the bad teams, but we don't.
Well, what are we trying to get to? The playoffs, right? You got to beat these teams you're playing. So you play the Commanders tomorrow.
Then they play
beat
the
Seahawks. Yeah.
Then they play the Eagles.
Okay.
Then they play the Bills.
They got it, the Bills.
Then they play the Dolphins. Oh. Then they play the Lions.
Oh my!
Oh, and then they play the Commanders again.
And we haven't been beating anybody yet. Now, I'm not saying they can't beat these people, but they have not been beating people that's good. And that makes me nervous.
You know what's funny? I'm not even going to listen to that because I'm thinking about the same time I went to go beat I'll beat the Minnesota Vikings last season within an inch of their life. And they were like 7-0 or 7-1. I don't want to hear it. So I'm not. I'll wait because y'all gonna beat the teams. You're like, oh my god, then you're gonna beat them, and then you're gonna be sitting at the end of the season 12-5, and you're like, we won the division. So like, I don't.
Okay, I see that.
So like, and then we're gonna be sitting here looking at Dak, and you're gonna get mad, and if something happens in the playoffs and you don't like it, you're gonna be throwing pitchforks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to find stuff I can break that I'm allowed to break. Yeah, like I just be going around like.
I just think. But
here's a fork.
Unfortunately, as much as people we have, like I have a Philly coworker, and he just brags. But
mine is pretty humble.
And he just brags, but he tries to stay humble. But everybody in the group chat,
my Philly,
they all come from the Philly being an Eagles fan. So, but
I think the Super Bowl last year kind of made them quiet. It's two of them that they don't talk trash. I think because they.
But I won't lie. I am scared just because the fact that they haven't put together a whole game and they're still winning games. What happens when they do?
Like if it does click.
Yeah. Like what happens when they do?
I just like the ball he fumbled hurt. This is probably the second, maybe the third fumble I see Hurts have. Where it rolls, it goes back to him. Like it pops up and look, I got it. Or it rolls right back to them.
He doesn't look.
The penalties. I'm sorry. They hold all the time. They do not call holding them. The one that was like questioning the first touchdown, and the guy was well, I mean, technically they all can be pass interference. But you just said that was pass interference. Like,
that was an interesting game.
I don't know.
They had like 4 penalties, maybe 4 or 5 penalties the whole game.
It was funny because you were like, I don't want the Chiefs to get their way, but like, can we? It's like, can y'all both just get penalized?
Yeah. Tie and walk away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It hurts me. I do not care for Philly, but they're 9-1. It is what it is. Like,
yeah.
You know what? The NFC has definitely been exciting this season because
how much more?
Like now, like you said, we're talking about Ken Dobbs.
The NFC North.
The Vikings. Make a run.
Like, I mean, I think they can. I mean, but they barely lost. Who'd they lose to?
Don't do that. I know I
did lose to last touchdown with the Broncos.
That's right. Who's on a roll?
Yeah. I was like, I know.
I mean, you're talking about a team that just beat the Chiefs, and they beat Minnesota, but then it comes down to, do you think, like, I definitely think they'll get a wild card. I definitely think they can make a push to get into the playoffs.
Are they 5-5? What's the Vikings record, Tiffany?
The Vikings?
Yeah.
The Vikings are 6-5.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Justin Jefferson's still not back yet.
Is he going to be back?
He says he's not playing until he's 100%.
He's not coming back until he's 100%. Which, I mean, they've been winning.
But he's cleared, though. He's cleared, though. He's ready to play. He's cleared. Oh. Well, either way.
Especially once you add JJ back.
I don't think it's going to matter because the Lions is eating it.
Well, yeah, they're going to win the division, but I think the Vikings are going to get into the wild card, and then do you want to be the team that has to try to play them?
That wild card's going to be, because, they should even.
Philly's probably going to get the bye, which then I guess
you may see them. You may see them.
The Dodgers already beat y'all once. With a different team. It's not as good.
You missed her. You may see
I don't think Dobbs BS. I don't think it was the defense. I think offense didn't look great.
Hey.
Okay.
I can give you that.
I think it's going to be interesting to see what that happens. But like we said, it's going to get
the Lions look good.
Yeah.
But before we get to the Lions, let's talk about which friend.
Because we're starting to see. I mean, the Packers just had a win. The Chargers.
You don't believe in Jordan Love.
I don't believe in Jordan Love. But they're starting to show signs. They have flashes here. That's pretty good.
He does not stop.
Yeah.
So that's why they have a lot of scores at the end of the game because he just.
Yeah, he does play to the final.
He plays to the very end. He does not give up, and that's why I've seen him where the people start to sleep on him a little bit, and he's still going out there. And so, like, I think Love is. Yeah. I think Rodgers made the standards so high, like, because I mean, you go from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, the bar, and they really want another Super Bowl, so the bar is very high. Yeah. But he's young, and you give him a chance to grow. You don't know what you're gonna get, and I think there's a lot of.
But if I had to pick on whether them or the Bears are going to be able to turn it around first,
you pick the Bears.
I mean, Justin Fields is looking good.
I don't.
They have what, like they have 2 first round. They have picks. They have 1 million picks.
Yes, but like I said, Love is scoring near the end. The longer the game goes, the worse Fields look. It's the opposite, and you need them to show up at the end.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, he has a hard time.
They even though they were close, they lost that game 26-31 to the Lions. Right?
They lose at the end of the game.
I mean, again, Lions.
Yeah,
I watched Phil kind of runs in circles, and he's starting to go in the right direction.
He's finally starting to roll out, and you see him look. You see he's now starting to look to throw before he tucks him.
Yeah, I think
because he hit a couple of DJ Moore on a couple passes.
He looked much better this week than
he looked the best since the injury.
And if he's getting all them picks and he's getting help and they can rebuild a line,
but
maybe a Marvin Harrison Jr., I think they could.
I think Green Bay has more of a promise than
I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm being honest, this NFC North team is young too. It has a promise.
Yeah.
Jared Goff and them.
Yeah, Dobbs is young.
Because
I think Cousins is going to be looking for another home.
Yeah, so like either way, this division is.
This is the Carter.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Patriots look awful to me. I think they got a lot more stuff to still do.
This division is still close.
And not like the Bears, so it's not even like
the Bears are what? They're 7-2. I mean 8-2.
They're 3-8. The Bears?
No, the Lions. I'm sorry.
You said the Bears. The Lions are 8-2. Yeah.
8-2.
That's the
when did we think about this? We're having a conversation about the Lions and the Vikings fighting for the division, with the Lions being 8-2, and the Packers and Bears.
The Lions, the 8-2 is the next best records from the Ravens. Jesus, that's not true. The Eagles, wrong bird. Because the Ravens are 8-3. They have more losses than the Lions.
Yeah, that's insane.
The Lions on the top of it. Hey.
Yeah.
King of the jungle.
It's about time. They were kitty cats for a while.
I mean, they've had some games, though, that Baltimore game. That was rough. But it might have just been.
But they had to test their mettle. They had to get knocked down. You got to get knocked
down. And then they got up again.
So.
I don't think there's anything that's ever going to keep them down.
But speaking about getting knocked down and back up.
Oh. Over in the NFC West.
Oh, the 49ers.
The Niners seem like they're back.
Yeah, because they lost 3 in a row, and now they won the last 2 in a row.
I think they are.
Oh, my God.
No, I think everybody's healthy, and when everybody's healthy, they're scary. Well, except they lost Hafunga, their safety for the year. Tafunga? What?
That's okay. It was bad, but we got it. But anyway, so
But besides them losing their safety,
but losing the safety hurts. But adding Chase Young helps because now I don't have to worry about my safety being as good because you're always under pressure.
Yeah.
Like between Greenlaw, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. Mm-hmm. Wrong Bosa. Nick Bosa, and then now Chase Young. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's your offense is in a lot of trouble.
When they're good, they're scary. Like, because that's the difference between me and with them and Philly.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I feel like Philly, it goes right. It's like Forrest Gump. Everything goes right, but should it?
Yeah.
And
I can't wait
San
to
Francisco.
I can't wait to see the Eagles play. They play this season. I think it's going to be.
Watch Philly win. I'm telling you.
Looking like trash.
I'm telling you.
Not even going to look
Watch
good.
Philly win.
Nah. You know why? Brock Purdy, he circled that game.
I'm telling you, watch Philly win.
Trent Williams gonna knock somebody out.
I'm telling you.
Trent Williams gonna knock out Jalen Carter's big ass. He gonna punch. I can see him punching him.
No, this is episode 11, right?
I just think
I'm not, because I think San Francisco is much better than them. I'm telling you, I don't understand what I'm looking at.
I understand. It's
like somebody just blood on something. Like it was just like after that last Super Bowl, they were like,
they took the Viking
Viking. No, but they do and they're beating like they were before their loss. They are really like the way their wins are going is you can't even look at Purdy. You can't even get close to him anymore. And that's how it was before.
Yeah. Trent Williams being back and healthy is
indeed, yeah. I think you're right. I think it's more
Debo. When you see Debo though,
but he didn't really even do much last week.
But that allows him to be able to be more explosive when they do go to him.
But that's what I'm saying. I think you were right about Trent Williams because I
definitely think it was Trent Williams more than some of the other things.
I think you're absolutely right about that. But that's for them to worry about. What we got? Kyler.
No. We just talked about the top, but there's a big spot being fought out behind that, and I mean it's kind of like being fought out for the division on whether the Seahawks or the Rams are really like the second runner-up on the team.
Yeah, that's true. Number 2.
Well, the Rams
just beat the Seahawks this weekend.
Yeah, they keep beating them. They've beaten them twice already. They haven't beaten them twice.
You know what? I will say this: even though Matthew Stafford's banged up and he's on his last legs, and Cooper Kupp got hurt last week. He's questionable.
Yes, he did. But Puka, as soon as he got hurt, Puka's production went up a lot.
The Rams. I'm sorry, trash. I'm sorry.
And
I think Seattle Seattle to me,
they get injuries.
They do get.
Gino just got hurt.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker's back to getting hurt again.
They still haven't said Gino coming back. It's gonna be in this game, right?
I don't know.
Because he got slammed hard. He almost it was more concussion, wasn't it?
I believe so. It was
but Drew Lock came in and he didn't look too great.
He looked terrible.
So they need Gino.
Yeah. I thought he was going to say Jesus.
No. They need Gino.
They might need Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody needs Jesus. But, not knowing the health, I'm going to go Rams, but they're going to have to.
I'm going to say straight up coin flip. Depends on the season, bro.
No. Okay. I think Seattle.
I'm going to coin flip. We'll see how it comes down to.
I think the Seattle's going to be over the Rams. I do. What is a woman know? You're stupid.
It's dumb for so many reasons.
I don't know why, but it came. It came at the time.
So anyway.
So Tyler, Arizona, right?
Yeah. I'm seeing a more mature Kyler. He looks like he's playing football instead of just playing out back.
Yeah. I can see that. I mean, I feel like near the end of that, what's the game last week? The Texas game, he started looking like it started getting panic. Kyler again, he starts to run loops and loops and stuff.
No, I mean, same token, win time mode, you're going to play a little more.
Yeah, but that his panic mode is what gets him in trouble. It's not confident mode.
I don't know. It's panic mode 50-50s. The problem is that he runs the whole game in panic mode.
Yeah.
Okay. His panic mode does not help anybody. So he needs to calm
down. I think they were still battling that game. I think let's also give him new offense. Like I said, it could have been it could have also Cliff Kingsbury. Yeah. We keep on saying that he's still trying to get from what he's known from the old regime. Yeah. This is a brand new regime in there. He's learning all the calls, all the stuff like that, and he's been hurt. So I guess that's what happened to him. I think I have seen him play the best football I've seen him since. I mean, obviously, since coming back.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's too late for them this year. I can't see them.
But
they got good pieces. They got good pieces. You got Trevor Ryan for next year. The tight end. They got James Conner. They get a better line. They
should have a good pick.
Yeah. Oh, I think they definitely should go. Look, the cost on that contract last year. That contract's for a lot of money.
Yeah.
So and he got hurt. So, and let's give him, like I said, go back to like these young quarterbacks getting brand new coaches in. Give him a real year. Give him a real prove year.
Yeah.
And then there's also going to be other quarterbacks coming out, and you can get from under that contract and get something new if you have to go back again to the drawing board.
Yeah.
So
I think you stick with him for now. I think going into next season, you try to tool around him, and then if that doesn't work, then
it's time to
see
go.
what you do. Yeah.
NFC South.
But the NFC South is pretty easy because overall they're just not very good.
So
we're gonna kind of just. Who do you think's gonna win?
I think it's gonna. I think the Saints. I think the Saints.
Think it's gonna be the Saints?
Well, they have the easiest remaining schedule, but like I said, I think also the Buccaneers are going. The Buccaneers are in every game they play for the most part, besides play last week in Saturday. Baker has them battling. They look like they're.
And that's why I'm surprised they just think so over them because of that. Because
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm sorry. You're right. Michael Thomas is out for season.
Is it the season? I knew he was out for a long time. Yeah.
This man's barely played in the past
Derek
4
Carr is
years.
coming back, but he's just hurt back and forth. That line's not great.
I don't. It's.
all of them look bad.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Tampa. I mean, not being negative, but not trying to be negative, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I think.
Even when they look their best, they still kind of lose.
Yeah.
How close are the Falcons?
They're the same record. Well, they have the same records as the Bucks. They're 4-6.
Saints are 5-5.
Oh,
They're awful. The Panthers are 1-9.
All right. Honestly,
it does not matter.
It's about who wants it more.
So somebody's gonna win it, and then
it's about who wants it more.
But
I think Baker needs the most though.
I think they're gonna abuse anybody up top is gonna abuse them later.
They're gonna absolutely.
Baker needs this the most.
Yeah.
Because how his career's been him jumping around the past a little bit. Baker needs this the most.
To me, when you see them play, you would think that the Bucks had a better record overall. It's crazy the games they've lost. They look so good and they play well together. Michael Adams, all of them played really good together.
Is he still on track to get 1,000 yards this season?
Yes.
They play really good together. They just still lose.
Yeah. They're just the whole game. You're like, man, they're the opposite of Pittsburgh. They look good the whole game, and then you look up and you're like, they're down by 17.
And then Pittsburgh looks awful.
And then Pittsburgh, you're like, oh, they have to be getting whooped. How are they
winning by?
They're up by 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah, it's crazy. I had games where I just knew they were winning, and when you look at the score, they lose.
Super Bowl winning coaches.
They're the yin and yang of each other.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Football. Wow.
Yeah, no, I think it's I can you guys can sway me towards that. It's about who wants it more. I really do think it's who wants it more.
What? They're trash.
Yeah. They're gonna beat each other up to the top.
Who wants to win the division and get a bad draft pick while you're still trash?
And then playoffs, bad.
Playoffs?
Like any of these teams just think they're ruined.
Doesn't matter. It could be if the NFC South so up for grabs. One of those teams is gonna have a playoff home game.
Yes, and
it doesn't matter. One of those teams is gonna have a playoff home game.
And the wild card, whatever wild card team is gonna hurt their feelings.
Hey. That's the way the NFL works.
Can you tell me these?
I'm sorry, the Rams will beat them. The Seahawks will beat them.
Because chances are these are the 3 wild card teams.
Yeah. The Vikings,
Dallas,
the Seahawks, and the Cowboys.
Yeah. And all 3 of them can totally
all 3 of them. Yeah, okay.
Anybody in the division.
I'm just saying. Now, it's football, you know how it goes. But bad. They could beat any of them bad. So,
you know what? Dang, man. Makes me
Lions, Browns, Super Bowl.
No,
I don't want to do it.
That's going to be the worst Super Bowl ever. That's going to be awful. No.
Do you know how...
I would love to see the Lions in Super Bowl now. But
do you know how lit either one of those parades would be?
It's going to be like Philadelphia. You're going to see a bunch of 101-year-old people I didn't want to die.
Lions,
yeah.
Detroit.
They were grabbing everybody from Motown.
Oh, Cleveland's going to explode.
Damn,
Explode. Yo, people gonna be mortgaging their houses to go to that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear Cleveland's creditors be like, "Yeah, we own Cleveland."
You know Cleveland's gonna lose this. I'm sorry, if Cleveland has proven anything, they're gonna lose, and it's gonna hurt all those people's feelings. They know pain. No one knows pain like a Cleveland fan.
Except for Lions fans.
Hang on, did they put the show on IR?
Yeah.
I think he's done. Right?
Well, certainly.
You think he'll make it by the playoffs?
Nah, I'm pretty sure he's done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it by the playoffs.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, then.
If they make it to the playoffs, then you're gonna keep your quarterback.
TTR.
If this guy, and what's his name? What's their quarterback right now name?
Dorian.
Oh. If he makes it all the way through, if he makes it from here to a Super Bowl, you're not taking him out for Watson. That's not a thing.
Okay, you're right.
Especially that young.
If it ain't broke,
It's the only way you're going to get out from under that Watson contract.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Okay. That would be a cool Super Bowl, but I think the Lions win the Super Bowl, I'd want to see him play against AFC-wise anything. Somebody, Browns would be the best because they haven't been.
If it's the Ravens, they're going to lose.
They beat them. Yeah.
I don't see the Ravens losing the Super Bowl.
That'd be bad for Lamar. Get him to the Super Bowl after the contract, get beat by the Lions and get dogs or something like that. He might not bounce back.
I don't see it. I think if the Ravens make it, they're going all the way. Lions, Dolphins, something that make people feel good.
Hey,
that's Dolphins.
Didn't Cleveland bring in Joe Flacco?
Yes, they did.
For what?
He's Joe Flacco.
Joe
He
Flacco.
hand the ball off, check
Cleveland
down,
Ravens
and throw.
AFC Championship.
Flacco,
Joe Flacco beats the Ravens. Cleveland Browns quarterback.
Flacco ain't doing nothing.
Takes the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Whatever. This is dreams of all dreams. This is like,
wouldn't that be something? The quarterback who last 1-4 you beat you to go.
Whatever.
You can't write that. That's beautiful. Yeah.
I like it.
Whatever. It's like one of my romance novels.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah, okay.
Tear to my eye.
That sounds like one of my romance novels.
And Joe Flacco rides off in the sunset.
It's like, that sounds like one of my romance novels. Like,
Super Bowl MVP 2 times. Joe Flacco.
Ever, never.
Yo, I should play on a parlay, boy. Put like $5. I'm gonna get paid like $100,000. Then I'm like, he called the Lions, Browns, and Joe Flacco 2 times MVP champ. Oh my goodness, if that hit.
He's not just calling Lion Browns. He's calling the Browns
to
win.
You have to tell me that.
If that happens, if that happens,
what I just said actually happens? We sit here in February. You're like,
it's not gonna happen. I ain't worried about it.
You keep protesting, Tiff.
Fucking Browns and Lions. Look, all of a sudden we look at NFC Championship. It's gonna be Lions Dallas. You were like, I'm mad, but the Lions made it to the Super Bowl, and I'm like, oh, the Lions.
I don't have a doubt really for the Lions. It's Cleveland. I don't see making it.
Did you hear that? Joe Flacco comes off his couch.
Myles Garrett, a backup running back.
Comes to the place where he played some of his toughest games.
Puff give. Like, I want what he's having.
I'm just saying. Hey, yo, Joe, if you hear it, we're calling.
You got it, Joe.
Joe.
You got it, Joe.
Come on.
Stay right on the couch.
Watch.
Give you a break. Did you not remember him at the end?
He was with the Jets. Yeah. They didn't believe in him.
He looked awful.
Once again, it was the Jets, Jets.
Awful.
Joe Flacco's taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Calling it. Right here.
Episode 11, once again. I got stars on this one.
Okay. And I swear, I'm not gonna lie to you. If it happens, I'll be like, you bet on that? No.
That's crazy.
If the Browns make it, you better bet on that.
I should bet. I should make that. I get paid tomorrow. I should bet on that $5. Put it, just go on Guerrero FanDuel. Here we go. Bro, I'm gonna lose my payout. You'll be like, what the fuck? I'm like, could you imagine FanDuel being like,
what?
He bet what? Oh, this gotta be fake. And they're like,
it's like $5 though.
Yeah, but they should have paid. I to pay me for calling. I called the Super Bowl MVP. They were like, there's no way. That's too
halfway through the season.
I called that shit. What we in week 12? I just said it.
But it hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened. Like you're talking like.
Hey, it could happen.
But we'll see. We'll see when they get there.
Look, man.
When
he
they get
prophesized it. I just said it. Like,
hey, look. Okay.
Came to me a dream.
All of a sudden, we go watch them in the playoffs. You be like,
okay.
Divisional.
All right.
I think somebody got to stop.
I think it's time for me to go to sleep.
I think somebody.
Oh Lord. So yeah.
All right.
I think that about wraps it up for today.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Check us out on Twitter and Instagram. So what you hear, and yeah, remember Browns Lions, Joe Flacco, 2-time MVP.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
You're crazy.
Come on, y'all.